Okay, and welcome everyone to the routing showcase. Not very specific. Basically, it'll be much like a pace or break the record live, where we will be presenting our runners with a route they haven't known about before, and they will have to, within the next 3 hours, route it, try and do some testing, and then do a couple runs and try and get the best time in the 3 hours that we've got. Today we have Jeff.
Hello, I'm Jeff.
Pseudo.
Oh.
Red.
Hi, to run and see if it works and if not a reset approach, which is what I'm gonna use for routing.
And Silo.
Hello, I'm Silo.
Nice. Right. The route for all the runners is a 25 rings. So all runners have to collect 25 rings. The rings have to be different. You cannot have two of the same ring, but different upgrades are allowed. So a +2 and a +1 do count as different rings, but 2 +1s would not. Is everyone ready? Everyone feeling good?
Yeah, let's start my run.
Surely.
Surely, let's go. Okay. Lord of the Rings indeed. Alright, counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and good luck, guys. Okay, obviously the runners were going to have different methods for testing everything, but you'll see Pseudo's got meta open and he's just rushing to the start so we can get a little bit further ahead. Some of the other runners, they've got their timers going, so they might actually just be doing a run from the start and seeing how it goes. And Jeff is just sitting back. Maybe he's probably looking at Google or trying to find out where all these rings are, because there are a lot to try and figure out. 25 rings over the course of the whole run. Let's bring one of the runners in and see how they feel, what they're thinking. Hello, Jeff. What are you thinking?
Rings.
Rings.
There's so many. Okay, so my very vague first idea is go to Forest of Fallen Giants and then go to Seldora.
Okay, yeah. There's plenty of rings throughout Forest and Seldora for sure.
So I think you almost definitely want to go to Shaded Woods, because Rosabeth sells 3.
Yeah, that's true.
And then there's 4 in that big area in Shaded Woods.
Yeah, the foggy area has 2 at least. Yeah. A 3.
There's Clo, Sun, the other one. You can also get RTSR without losing too much time.
Yeah, and Gowers if you use the anesthetic, I think.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think so.
That doesn't feel right. I thought that was a vanilla thing.
Maybe. Testing needs to be done for sure.
Yeah, so would I be able to get an aesthetic by then? I don't think so, because I want to start with Life Ring. And that seems more optimal, because that is literally a free ring.
Right, yes, of course. Rather than waste time trying to grab it.
Also want to start Explorer.
Yeah. Explorer starting with the spell quartz is really helpful.
The question is, do you want to go to Shaded Wood and then go to a different area, like Hyde or Bastille, or do you keep going to Seldora?
Yeah, of course.
It's quite a long way from Shaded Woods to Seldora, but Cromwell is 4 rings.
Yeah,
and
the other question obviously is, do you have the souls for all these rings that you want to buy? Because the cat's selling 5, but they're very high price.
They are spenny. Yes. I do need to buy all the ones for the cat.
I assume you're doing some Googling, because you're not in-game at the moment.
No, I'm just sat here thinking.
But we got 2 runners. We got 2 runners just going for it, so I think we're gonna go ask them what their ideas are.
Okay.
But good luck on your Googling.
Thank you.
Red, we just going for a run here? Just gonna go and smash it out straight away?
I have everything planned from start to finish. I'm gonna
Dang, the confidence. Let's go, dude.
I'm gonna crank one out now, and then I'll use the next 2.5 hours to relax and watch other guys fail.
Alright, cool.
I have no idea if it's gonna work. I'm just gonna see how far I get till I realize I fucked up.
I like it. Nah, that's good. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
do you know roughly what areas you're gonna visit?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of Cross Upon Giant. I'm gonna do a little bit Bastille, but minimal. I'm gonna buy some stuff and trade woods across.
Cool.
And then overall, if I didn't math incorrectly, I should with some extra rings here and there get to return 5.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, good luck on your run. And let's see if you can get all 25. Smash it out.
Surely.
Surely, you'll be fine. Okay, so that's a couple of our runners. One is just going to go for it, and as you can see, the general idea of these runners, they're going to go to Saldora, they're going to go through Forest of Fallen Giants, obviously. Pseudo's happily testing this it's not a bad jump, it is quite possible. I find it a lot easier once you bring the other side of the elevator up, but obviously that loses quite a bit of time. So he is trying it without, but who knows? I mean, 3 hours of just watching him do a jump has always been a nice stream before, so why not? You can see Silo getting the Dragon Rider fall. Right, cool. So now you can see now he's done the Dragon Rider, he's going back for the Ring of Binding. Which makes things a lot easier because once you kill Dragon Rider, the Hide Knight tends to walk off. I think he needs a mid-air toggle. For this jump? No, you don't. But the jump that Pseudo's doing is quite difficult, but it is quite possible. It's quite a tight angle that you need, and obviously a much easier jump with the elevator upwards. So yeah, all the runners just going through. See Red there getting the Faris Lockstone to grab some materials, and the Chloranthy Ring +0. This is mini rats with Mythos played all over again. Short practice stream for Pseudo, 5 hours. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see when Pseudo decides to give up on this idea. I'm sure he doesn't want to go for this jump in a run if it's going to take him this long to get it just in practice. But who knows? This is what you need to do if you're going to get to an optimal route for sure. And we see Jeff is actually in game at the moment, although he's still probably trying to figure out where all these rings are. A lot to keep track of for sure. Silo is running back through Forest. I wonder if he forgot to take a bonfire somewhere. Let's have a talk to him. Silo, how are we feeling?
Feeling good. I've got a theory on my souls, and it involves Dragon Rider. Dragon Rider and Silver Serpent +1. Because the way I've routed this, it looks like I can get by with only buying rings from the cat.
Wow, okay, nice.
The question is, am I going to be able to get any of the rings in the Salamander Pit? And I don't know if I need to.
Yeah, there's definitely there's a couple there that you can grab for sure. They are in metal chests, so they will take you a little bit of time to open with those salamanders on your bag.
Yeah, I tried not the Hawkhorn ring, but the Flame Quartz ring. And that metal chest is pretty hard to get to, so maybe I'd try not to go for that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, do keep in mind there's obviously you don't need to kill the lizard, but there are other ways of juking the lizard around. So good luck with that for sure. And where else are you thinking of going other than just buying things from the cat? Because that's only 5 rings, unfortunately.
I'm thinking of going to Rosie. She's got 3 on her. I'm gonna go to the Shaded Woods. There's like 3 or 4 over there. I'm gonna grab potentially some in. What am I doing here? I'm just. Let me see here. Gonna go to Shaded Ruins. There's a whole bunch around there. I'm gonna go pit drop all the way to Black Gulch Giants because there's the Ring of the Giants there in the pit. I don't need with the Black Gulch Giants. I don't need to kill them. I can just grab that ring, and that'll be as far as I go there. So basically, Shaded Ruins, pit drop, and buying from Rosie and the cat. And I think that's about it. The Ring of Binding I just picked up was kind of an impulse there. It wasn't even in my routing. I was just like, oh, I've got spare consumables here. So let me try this.
Yeah, that was smart, especially like waiting till you killed Dragon Rider so the Hide Knight disappears.
Yeah. Oh, I need to actually talk to this lady, right? Yeah. I'm good at talking and doing things at the same. Did I not buy enough?
You need 10k souls.
Did I? She gave it to me. I'm just good. Okay. I'm good.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'll start distracting you. Good luck on your run, and we'll see how it goes.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the runners seem to be going. Pseudo has lifted the elevator, and he finally gets it. Let's go. First try. Let's bring him in for that celebration. How are we feeling, Pseudo? Good job on the jump.
Yeah. Well, the problem is, if I have to put this elevator up to make the jump, it's not even worth doing. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel what's the word? When you prove yourself right, you know, retribution. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Of course. No. The jump is definitely possible. I've only ever done it with the elevator up, so I think it is possible. Down, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's possible with it down, but it's a lot harder. But everyone's quite enjoying the average.
It's definitely a really good use of time, actually. This is pretty well thought through in terms of.
Yeah, this is like an average practice stream for you, just doing one jump for like 3 hours, so you should be fine. How about the rest of the route? How are you thinking? Nice job on the jump.
I haven't really thought about it much. Kind of depends if I need to pick up this ring or not.
Oh wow, getting it twice in a row, not bad.
Yeah, I mean it's just a precise jump. I just need to know the line up. I still don't know if I'll do it though. I think I'm leaning towards not doing it. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really want a lot of resets on a jump like this.
Well, it's early on, so I can just do it super early and.
Yeah. Nice, and again, nice. Okay, we will leave you to it. Good luck on the jumps. Good luck on the rest of the run.
Thank you.
Okay, so as you can see, people are getting through things. Pseudo finally understanding how to do the jump, although I'm sure he will probably test it without the elevator if he says it doesn't actually save time, but we'll see. Jeff is in the salamander pit testing out those rings that Silo was worried about, and just having another look on the wiki. Obviously a lot of people joking about Flextra Life. We did have a chat just before we went live, and yeah, obviously Flextra Life has some interesting information on it. I believe one of the quotes was saying that the Thunder Quartz +1 is in Forest, when it is not. It's in Iron Keep, which is like as far away from Forest as you can get. And Silo is starting a new run, and Red is just gonna keep banging his run out all the way in Bastille now. Ah, but does not get the good barrel, and just decides to leave. Yep, that's fair enough. Never stop banging, nice. An unfortunate there with the barrel. Tanimura's obviously amazing design there, making sure the barrel is as unpredictable as possible. Pseudo obviously just timing how long it takes to grab the item regularly. Yeah, of course, pseudo timing things. This is really common for people in the community. We've got to test, like, actually time things, make sure which one's faster, what combine different routes. Really important to the overall speed of the community stuff. Ah, yes, thanks, Doom. What are we routing here? Ah, so the category that has been placed upon our runners is to collect 25 rings. Over the course of the run, they will collect 25 rings, and hopefully, and we'll see how they do it in different way. They'll also be, obviously, they're clearly routing in different ways, and also we'll see how the route progresses as the hours tick by. Where do you get 17 from? That's a great question. I don't know. 17k. Nice. Did they know ahead of time what they would have to route? No. This is they found out only about 10 minutes before we went live. So this is all just off the cuff routing and trying to find stuff. Really shows off the brain of the speedrunners that we have. And obviously some people want to be a bit more scientific with it, with pseudo timing everything and checking like really hard skips and stuff for the more optimal path. Yeah, that's not quite possible, I'm pretty sure. You have to plunge attack from the other side. And then you have runners like Red, who just wants to just go for it, see how it feels, and then you can work it out afterwards. Yeah, pseudo discovering that the lizard does not exist if you're on this side of the platform. Pseudo is lost in details. Just get the rings, mate. Yeah, for sure. I'd definitely be doing like Jeff. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like different for different people, but making sure you have everything written out so you know exactly what you're doing is really important. So Jeff, although it looks like he's not doing so much, it's actually really important work. You get crackling going on. Not sure what's causing that. Mic caught on fire. This crackling part though, it's almost microphone is nuts. Okay, just give me a sec. I don't know if that's fixed anything, but hope we can get that sorted. I'm assuming it's my mic, as nobody else is on mic right now. Alright. Seems to be a static from the runners that's going on right now. That will get sorted in time, just give it a sec, guys. And yeah, but we see that Red's already like 17 minutes straight into his run. Silo is got quite through his a new run. He did reset about 10 minutes in, so now he's only 6 minutes in, just killed Dragon Rider and got that Ring of Binding. And that he'll be heading to Forest of Fallen Giants. And Pseudo and Jeff obviously checked. Pseudo and Jeff just checking things online, making sure they've got everything correct. Making sure they got enough rings. Keeping track of 25 is a lot of work. And now red is going down the pits. There are obviously a few rings down the pits. But we'll see how this goes. Oh, he's doing this strat, I think. Pointing off the edge, nice. Haven't seen that in a while, that's pretty good. Being that... Okay. The static is coming from Pseudo. Pseudo's having a bit of tech issues, but that should be fine. Do you need the no death, no bonfire rings? I mean, if you can beat the game fairly quickly without death or bonfire, go ahead. That is 2 extra rings, but I'm pretty sure it'll be quicker to get 25 rings somewhere else in the game. As even this is current patch, this is Scholar. You can even beat the game without bosses. This is true, actually. You can beat the game without bosses. So, who knows? That run, that incredible run, just 5 minutes from Noobest. If you did not watch it, I really recommend it. And Red getting ready to talk to Rosabeth, really helpful NPC, sells 3 rings to us. And we will see how things progress. 3 more rings for Red. I don't know exactly what he's at the moment, but I'm sure he will display his rings once he gets to the 25. Reverse ring order run. Honestly, doesn't sound terrible. Quite tempted to try it myself. I am a reverse boss order runner, so could be good. No, you could get Ring of Blades +2 as like one of your very last rings, so I could see it. I could see it coming. I could see it good. As one of your first rings, sorry. Good Monka. Silo killing the Dragon Rider. And Pseudo is back. Ends on the ruling. Yes, we'd have to make proper ground rules for that one for sure. Pseudo having a little bit of problems with Cartsoul here. Finally gets it after the 3rd try. Obviously starting Explorer and I believe the Life Ring in order to have 2 rings from the start. Saves quite a bit of time. And Red picking up the red Tearstone Ring. I wonder if he'll use that for any of the bosses, or is it just going to add, just adding to the counter. Pretty quick ring, obviously. Let's see how far Red's got along. I haven't kept track of how many rings he's got. Red, how many we at, dude?
Yeah, so far it's working out. Wait. Step with this guy doesn't sell a ring. Extra light to me. Other than that, it's working out.
Yeah, we've had a few issues with Extra Life for sure.
No. But I got a ring extra, but I didn't think about that for start with a ring, so I didn't count it anyways.
Right, cool.
Double summoned on the ring.
Obviously you're in the Shaded Woods. There's quite a few rings in this foggy area.
Indeed. Need to find them. I'm getting killed.
How much longer do you think you'll be? Do you know how many rings you're at the moment?
I'm at 617.
17, so 3 more from this area, that'll be 20. Not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, on the backstab.
Then I'm gonna struggle. I mean, there should be 2 more in the woods. And I don't have fire pit. And I guess Bone Ring, kind of a shitty pickup, and then I have to think about if I actually get the other two from Bastila's land.
Okay, okay. Sounds
Or
good. Sounds like you're getting there.
improvise. I don't know if I'm getting anywhere right now. I have no plan for these shaded woods.
That's alright, that's alright. Well, good luck. You're almost to...
Yeah, sorry.
You are one of the only runners to just go for it and get a run finished, so you'll be in first place for a short period of time at least.
I'm not sure. I'm just dying now. But yeah, we'll see. We'll find a start for this sooner or later.
Yeah. Alright, good luck. Alright. Having a bit of trouble in Shaded Woods, but I'm sure he'll be fine. These metal chests take a while to open, and those ghosts can be particularly difficult to avoid and distract, because sometimes even hitting the trees do not quite distract them as they should. But he's trying his best. He's definitely the furthest along in terms of just getting a run done, and that'll get him at the top of the leaderboard for now. And we will see. It looks like Pseudo is at least doing a rough route. He doesn't have a timer going. Same as Jeff. They don't have timers going, but they are like getting used to the route. And Silo is continuing on his run as well, using the Ferris Lockstone to grab Chloranthe. You have to route it and also finish a run afterwards. Like, who is the winner? So this section, this routing showcase, is going to last 3 hours. The fastest run that is completed within the 3 hours is the winner, and then so forth. So you can take as long as you want to route it, as long as you are able to finish a run by the end of the 3 hours. And obviously some people will want to do like several runs and just like work on optimizing the route, or they'll do stuff like Pseudo and Jeff are doing, and really like calculating everything first and then just doing one run at the end. So we'll have to see how it goes. It's nice to see people doing different ideas for this, for sure. Some people are much more heavily in the routing side of it. Some people are much more of a runner type person. So they just kind of do a run, see how it feels, and then see how they can change what they do. A lot of positive vibes in the chat. Really liking it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the not only this run, but the whole event. It's been such a great event this weekend. We've had some incredible runs from all over the community, and just celebrating the game that we all love. And we can see Red going down into the pit, gonna try and grab those 2 chests. I am positive I am following my boy Lichband's advice. Let's go. Gonna pick up Hort Ring. The Fire Quartz +1 is in the chest behind that lizard, so he needs to be really careful how he's gonna do this. I don't think he has a plan. Ring around the rosy for the lizard here. We all love it so much. Oh, and the death for Red. That was a really hard pickup. For sure. There is, I believe, a quit out strat to like disable the AI. I'm not sure if he's aware of it, but maybe we'll bring it up to him in a bit. And maybe he's... But you can just pick it up just from landing on it and going for it, but it is quite a tight timing and sometimes doesn't work because obviously DS2 is a great game and is incredibly consistent to play. See Silo going for Giant Lord jump here. I'm not sure what his plan is here. He obviously doesn't have Asher Mist Hearts. But is there a ring down bottom that he wants to grab? And Red doing the quit out strat and getting that Flame Quartz +1. Easy stuff. And I believe he has 23 rings now. Or 22 rings, something like that. So he's just got to figure out the last couple now. Jeff and Pseudo obviously going straight into getting more into their runs now. I don't know. I'm assuming these aren't real runs. But we'll see what they're thinking now.
Hello.
Yeah, and we come out with a route.
I'm coming up with one.
Yeah? Okay,
I think I've
cool.
got the outline of one. So I'm gonna buy the club and bomb. Fill, hate, use, ooze. I think these will probably last giant as well.
Yeah, yeah.
What you want to see?
No,
Ooh.
the
You.
club's obviously a good grab because the dagger is not going to help you too much.
No.
What
Yeah.
are we thinking an estimate on a run like this?
Oh, I don't know yet.
No?
I can estimate. No, I don't. I think there's probably a better run, but I think this one's going to be reasonably comfy.
That's definitely important. You actually want to get a run finished, which some runners, not mentioning names, Pseudo is trying some interesting stuff.
Don't do that to me. Now I want to know what it is, and I'm not allowed to know.
Well, you get to watch the stream afterwards.
You're a piece of work, Doom338. You know that.
You're welcome. Right, good luck, Jeff the Big Lizard.
Thank you.
Gotta rile up the competitors now. Red looks like he has abandoned his run, but he has got a good idea, spending 30 minutes in the game. Silo, obviously 20 minutes in now, trying to pick off some rings in Bastille. Obviously there is the Clo +0. Oh no, sorry. The Covetous Silver Serpent +0. Obviously hiding here to let the pursuer go away. Pseudo grabbing some items from the cat, and down the pit he goes. I think he is trying to look for the Evil Eye ring, which is a little bit further down. No, it's not that one either, it's the one after. Getting a bit confused here. Definitely a funny thing when you see speedrunners who spent so long in the game not just be unaware of some of the more casual stuff that's in the game. I can see them missing a ring at the end with hectic routing. Oh yeah, for sure, that could definitely happen. You could miss something in your notes, just not read something that you've written down. All sorts of things could happen. So it's going to be pretty fun, especially towards the end when they're really trying to refine their runs or trying to beat a time. Or gonna be good. I'm really looking forward to how this showcase progresses. If they don't write it down, it's pretty easy to forget, for sure. And 3 hours is not a lot of time, so you can't do too many runs of this. Obviously, Red has already used up a sixth of his time with one mostly completed run, and all the runners have, obviously. So You can't do too many repeats and get you used to the muscle memory or anything. Jeff taking a death there after picking up the 2 rings in the salamander pit. And Red testing some stuff at the moment. He's got the... Is that the burnt ivory? Is that the BKH? Can't see what weapon he's got. It looks like the Santia's spear. So, pretty cool. Oh no, it's a regular spear. Let's go. Interesting weapon choice. And we see Jeff having some trouble here, trying to work out how to get out of the salamander pit once he's down there. It's a very dangerous area, especially at such low health, and the players do not have many free souls that they can easily use to upgrade their health and such. Looks like Pate's spear? Ah, of course. Thank you, Pigeon. Yes, Pate's spear, because obviously you want to kill Pate for the Ring of Thorns, but also you can buy his weapon from the Lyncher, which is a pretty decent weapon, honestly, so not a bad idea for the route. Silo there, 23 minutes in now. Bought some rings from Rosabeth, and we'll be heading towards Shaded Woods, which, as we've seen, has quite a few rings in it. Jeff giving himself the Silver Cat ring to test the fall damage. Fall damage in this game obviously being incredibly brutal. Grabbing 1. And unfortunately taking a fireball to the face on the second. Red flying around a bit. Not sure what he's testing here. I think he's trying to do no collision to get through the door without a branch. And Pseudo going through Shaded Woods, much like Silo here. And yeah, Red is going, using no collision, just trying to get to the next area so he can get to testing other things. Both runners on the right here going to grab the red tier stone. And Red is testing his Pate Spear against the Ruined Sentinel fight. Now this is kind of a DPS check fight, so he wants to make sure he has some pretty okay damage. You want to try and kill the second Sentinel before the third one drops down, ideally. Not necessarily, obviously. It's not a terribly difficult boss, but it can be pretty hectic once there's 2 of them, or even 3 of them, if you get knocked off. Doom is jealous of the pseudo forlorn. Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah, not getting the forlorn for Nazca skin, very upsetting. But yeah, as you can see, Red's having a little bit of issues with trying to fight both Sentinels at the same time now, which is why trying to get the DPS is really important. And that forlorn is going to make things a bit more sketchy for Pseudo to try and pick up all these rings that he's got to do. But he seems to be doing pretty well. Got 2 out of the 3 so far. Off to Chloranthy +1. And Pseudo expertly dodging around and grabbing all 3 rings. Pretty impressive. Oh, and a nice spin to win death for Red. Red, how are we feeling? Tough death, no?
I'm not sure yet how to get past the sentinels. That's a fucking garbage.
I do like the idea of using Page Spear, but it does seem to be the wrong damage type for these enemies.
You sound like a NPC in a video game giving insane tips. He has to be the wrong damage type. Maybe you should try that.
My pro gamer tips. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, you can get probably like a +5 rapier to make it up pretty quickly. I feel like my souls getting strategy is pretty slow, Dragon Riders, but let me try this on better Dragon this.
Right. And how did you feel? You ended your run a little bit early there, trying to just not waste time, right?
Yeah, I want to test a bit more. I think I have a good basis. Just a few small things I need to figure out to actually make it a full route. It was just, I think, a good experience the first few minutes to figure out how to get the first 22 rings. Those went pretty good, I think, for like 25 minutes. So yeah, now I'm just have to adjust it for the last 3 rings. I'm not sure if the 3 I'm going for are the good ones, correct ones. Oh,
yeah.
One puts me apparently. Or if I should just change it all around and try something completely different.
Right.
I think I guess I'll test it for next like 15-20
Yeah,
minutes.
of course.
Maybe, and I'll
Jeff and Pseudo have been testing away, timing seconds
oh yeah,
and stuff.
that's what I thought. Dude, I would.
Obviously, testing is very important. So yeah, good luck on the testing.
No, thank you.
Hello. We finished a run? Hello has muted himself.
I love it when my hotkeys mute me. I
nice.
finished a run, and I'm trying to think of how I can optimize this further. I'm feeling like the extra time spent for that second Dragon Rider was not well spent.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the weak spot. I feel like I wasted too much time there. The first Dragon Rider is probably okay, but like I had extra money, which I needed stats, but I didn't need them that badly. Probably could have just gone without that, and that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I cut that off, because 27 minutes still feels hella long. That feels very slow, even with my bad movement.
Oh, okay. Well, but now you are in the lead. You were the first to complete a run.
No fucking way. Huh.
First place so far. The 27:53.
Yeah, that was okay. I feel like not going to the Black Gulch Giants is actually a good call, because between Ash Knucklering and there's not too much. No, because there's the Ring of Life Protection I could grab. That would be a pretty good ring I could grab, but the question is it faster than anything I picked up already? And it doesn't seem like it. I feel like the rings I've picked out are actually reasonably good.
That's good. That's a good sign. I mean, you've got plenty of time. You've got like 2 hours to try and optimize this and try and think of any new strats that you want to try and use. So, seems like you've got the idea.
Yeah, I feel reasonably good about that. I think I'm gonna have a quick BRB and chew on it and then do another run.
Yeah, of course. Right. Good luck.
So I'll be back.
It looks like Pseudo is missing 1 ring. Don't know whether he miscalculated or let's have a check in on him. Pseudo, so we missing 1 ring, or we just like?
No, it's fine.
You just
In a
forgot
run,
to
I'll
pick it
have
up?
the yeah, it's the Covenant one. I attacked him before I got it, but that would be fine in a round. But I'm not certain I'm going to get these 25 either, so I'm still kind of collecting, and I've got a good idea on maybe 20 of them.
Yeah.
Not so sure on the others.
No, you did so quite well, especially in shaded woods with the forlorn. You did very well to
I mean,
try
I have
and,
no death on,
move
so it
on.
really doesn't matter. But I wouldn't have died, as it turns out. But
Yeah, yeah.
um,
What version is this? This is Scholar. And yeah, seems to be going pretty well. Silo is in the lead at the moment. He's got a 27.53. How do you feel?
yeah. I mean, you know, I'm a slow burner. I like to take my time in planning these things. We've still got 2 hours. 2 hours is
Okay.
enough time to finish
Now, of course,
a
plenty
run.
of time
If it be
to...
27, but should be able to get a 30-minute run in that time, I think.
Cool, sounds good. Well,
But
good
yeah,
luck.
I don't know. I feel like it will. I think aiming for 25 minutes is what I'm going to go for, just from feeling. This obviously isn't routed out properly yet, but that kind of time I think is
Yeah,
possible.
I think 25 seems quite doable. Some interesting routes going on by all runners, so we look forward to seeing how yours diverts from the others as well.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be the same, or maybe it'll be different. I've not been following what they're up to.
Yeah.
I do have chat
Oh,
up,
cool.
but I'm way too busy looking at Notepad
No, of course.
to be looking
No,
at whatever
absolutely.
the other people are doing.
keep it up, dude. You're doing well.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Okay. Is it allowed to have 2 rings of the same name? Yeah, yeah. So unique. They have to be unique rings. You can't have 2 of the same name and upgrade, but you can have the same name but different upgrades. What's even happening here? Missed the start. Yes. So for everyone who didn't arrive at the start of this, this is a routing showcase. All 4 runners were introduced to a new category, which is collect 25 unique rings. They were introduced to this not 10 minutes before we started live the run, and they have 3 hours to try and route, time anything, test anything they want, and ultimately do some runs, submit some runs, and the fastest submitted run by the end of the 3 hours will be the winner. It's just a way to show off like how speedrunners think and what tools we have to our usage. Obviously you can see both runners on the top side have meta in the top written in the top left. That is a practice tool that we use for all sorts, teleporting, giving ourselves items, disabling AI. It's really, really useful tool. Big shout out to Sudo for that. Wiki.trolling, let's go. Okay. I have a feeling I know which one he's talking about. I'm pretty sure they've got Scholar and Vanilla mixed up there for the Ring of Steel Protection, I believe is the one he was going for. But yes, so we can see all the runners are in separate stages trying to figure out different routes and trying to figure out different ways of collecting items. Silo is starting a new run, picking up the stone ring from the very start using his +0 dagger. Looks a bit slow, but maybe it's the way to go. Maybe the warp is a lot slower than trying to use a better weapon. And we see Red has done his research. He's back on the main menu, ready to start a new run, it looks like. And Jeff and Sudo just doing a little bit more calculation of what they want to do. Sudo looks like he's almost ready to start. He's still doing some, as we heard from him, he's still thinking through what 25 he actually wants. Obviously there are a lot of rings in the game. I don't actually know how many total there are, but plenty of options, plenty of routing variability, which is the whole point of this section, to show off different people's ideas. And it looks like Red has made a save state to test some stuff later on. Save states is obviously a really important part of the speedrunning practice. And we see Jeff just using the skulls so we can talk to Rosabeth at the same time as the door opening, which is obviously an optimal way of doing it. Pseudo giving himself a nice looking character to mess around. How would the routing change for unrestricted? Any ideas? Ooh, that's a good question. I suppose souls would be less of an issue. And also you can, because you can obviously parry walk towards some soul items. Also, it allows you to possibly skip congregation, because Cromwell the Pardoner will sell you a few rings. I think he sells you 3 or 4. So that could be a new route that could be used. I think there's other ideas. What? Red just trolling the dragon right now, showing that the dragon is not the only one who knows how to fly, it looks like. Yeah, I'm not sure what other interesting thoughts could be used for Red getting trolled, even though he's with FlyScript at the moment. No mercy from the enemies of Hyde's Tower, for sure. Yes, that's true, Engs, for sure. You do not have, getting the skirt does take a lot of time and resources. 25,000 souls is a lot. There is the possibility that people would try to do some skirtless party walks to try and get around some things quicker. You can obviously party walk at the very start of Forest of the Fallen Giants and skip that first section by the first bonfire, so that could be a faster route. But as to getting some more different rings, I'm not sure if there is one, to be honest. There's Silo here doing his little setup to try and grab the Ring of Binding. And getting tapped by the Hide Knight, but obviously not going to be a problem. And Jeff is obviously timing how long it's taking to go to Red Tearstone. It's quite it's not too far out of the way, but it is a bit off track. It's not on the way to other items. You do have to obviously run back or use a Homeward Bone or something, so it is important to like time these things because it does take a little bit of time. And Red just getting absolutely trolled in Hyde's Tower here. Really struggling. Do you think Jeff and Reg also know Silo's finished time? Oh, true. We haven't spoken to either since Silo finished, so we should probably ask them about that. I'm going to talk to Red first because he seems to be having a great time right now. So, Red, how is Hyde Tower?
I'm not sure about this. I think I'm gonna skip this ring. But I gotta back up.
Sounds good, good.
Yeah, I think I will plan. I'm gonna try another run soon.
Okay. Well, Silo is currently in the lead with a 27:53. How do you feel?
I don't know.
No? Not sure.
Maybe doable.
Doable? Okay, that sounds good.
Like a lot of those things in my run, but I don't know how to improve them. So I'm just gonna do it and see what I get.
Sounds good. Obviously, yeah, Hyde's Tower in Scholar the First Sin is pretty brutal.
It's very different. I'm used to vanilla there.
Yeah.
I was wondering how strong this string is. I can do it either way, but it's not.
It's always quite funny because the dragon tends to be stronger than Ornstein himself.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
I cleared
as well.
2 rings here, but I don't think it's worth it to get these 2 rings.
Yes, of
Do
course.
other stuff.
Yeah, it does seem like it's going to take a bit of time to try and navigate through that area and kill the dragon, of course. So, trying to weigh up the pros and cons there, trying to weigh up the time. Obviously, you've got plenty of time, still got 2 hours to try and time everything and
wow.
work things out.
Time
So
is
just,
slow.
relax, take your time, and if you need a little bit of a break, obviously, you can take a break. And good luck. So Red there, after doing some testing, does seem to think that Hyde's Tower and going for Old Dragon Slayer, or Ornstein obviously, is a bit too much time cost and maybe a bit too risky. But maybe he'll make it work. He said he's got some other ideas, so let's hope those will do so far. And yes, Silo is the only one who's completed a run so far, and obviously that makes him so far the top of the leaderboard. So good on him. Let's go talk to Jeff and let him know that Silo has also finished a run. Hey
Yo.
Jeff, how's it going?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
Generally at the moment, yeah.
Saw some timing of Red Tier Stone?
Yeah, well, I'm not used to RTA, so I thought, is it faster to run back or walk back? And it's faster to run.
Ah, the RTA strats. Let's go, dude.
Yeah. I think because lighting the bonfire takes a while. But yeah, it was actually faster than I expected.
Right.
That's what good.
Switching all runs to RTA from now on, obviously.
No. But it was handily like 5 seconds faster to run back. That's good.
Right, okay. Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah.
I would
I
like
think I've
to
got a...
let you know that Silo is currently the top of the leaderboard with the first completed run of 27:53. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel like I could easily crush that.
Oh, the smack. Oh, nice.
So the question is, am I going to be able to pick up the Flame Quartz Ring after Hawk Ring in any, like, reasonable form? And I'm not sure I
Yeah,
can.
we've seen a lot of testing from that from all runners, honestly. It's been quite interesting to see how different people are trying to tackle
And
this.
I'm assuming nobody's managed to get it well yet.
There doesn't seem to be a consistent strat from any runner yet, as of yet.
Yeah, that's what I expected. Is anyone going for the Ring of Restoration?
Pseudo was testing the jump for about 25 minutes.
What jump?
The jump from the elevator to Ring of Restoration.
Why was they doing that?
Don't ask. But yeah, so thoughts are being used.
Okay,
but,
it seems doable.
yeah, I mean, thoughts are being used. It's nice to see that all runners are considering all the things. And congrats on getting both items there, that's pretty good.
I didn't. One of them was already picked up. Wait, let's do. Wait, I probably should have checked. I had all the rings I wanted there.
Yeah, keeping
I think
track
I've
of
got
those
a rough-
rings is really important.
Yeah, I think I've got a rough idea what I'm gonna do. I know there's close plus 0 as well. I think that one's too slow to go for,
Right.
but it's an option.
Yeah,
It's probably what I'd go for. I don't know. I think if I died getting Hawk Ring right at the end, which is my last one, so I can just die there, which is nice.
Oh, it's a pretty good strat using it as like the last one, so you don't have to really worry about it too much.
I'm assuming a lot of routes are quite similar to mine.
They're going to the same areas. The order of the rings are slightly different. It's been quite interesting to see.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there are.
When you
like-
actually look at it, it seems quite cut and dry into what is optimal.
Yeah, I mean, there's only what, maybe 27, 30 rings that are close enough. So
Yeah.
just gotta pick and choose the most optimal. Right, I'm not gonna bother you for a little bit now. Good luck.
Cool.
So yeah, as Jeff was saying, pretty cut and dry as to what rings are the ones to get. Was also thinking about doing Ring of Restoration, which is interesting. I wonder whether he will go for the jump, much like Pseudo has been testing, or if he will just grab it after Last Giant. We'll have to see. Pretty tight on souls, spending 10k is no option. Yeah, souls are very, very tight in this run. You can see like Silo in there in the bottom right is using his dagger because he does not want to buy a better item. Not sure that is the best play, but maybe it will work out and get him a one more ring slightly faster. Everybody seems fairly okay with Silo's first time. Obviously it was a first run, so it will have some optimizations, but obviously Jeff feels very confident, and Pseudo is thinking around 25 minutes, so would be cool to see where everyone gets. It's giving Mytha bent blades. Pigeon getting some revenge for Silo's mockery. Would love to see it, of course. If you did not see the bingo race that happened between Jeff, Pigeon versus me and Luth, I really highly recommend it. It was a really fun bingo. It was pretty close for most of the run. Unfortunately, things diverged towards the end. I obviously will not spoil. But yeah, we had some pretty funny moments and some banter between the runners going for some interesting strats. Cough, cough, Pigeon. Carrying on here, Silo is forgetting that you can't open the door from that side. Interesting. Streamer doesn't know, obviously. Pseudo picking up all 5 rings there, and picking up some skulls. And Red starting his second run. He did not finish his first run. He quit like 3 rings from the end. But he felt like he was not going to waste any more time and just wanted to try and test a few things before he got going on another run. And he seems to be ready to go. Going well. So Jeff here just testing the route throughout Shaded Woods. Can be a pretty dicey area. We've seen a few runners really struggle to distract the ghosts and maneuver around all those enemies. And we see Pseudo obviously just practicing again, using the skull while talking to Rosabeth, which is going to save a lot of time, because you don't have to just talk to her, you can talk to her while the door is opening. Being a little bit more optimal, which is really always nice to see. But he doesn't have any souls, so maybe a mistake made there, I'm not sure. Yep, forgot to use a soul. Red taking a pretty nasty death there at the start. Not too much of a time loss, just an unfortunate one with all the enemies crowding on you as you talk to Malincha. And going for the lizard jump, unfortunately missing it. And we'll see if Red has a better response than what Jeff was saying. Jeff was really worried about people having consistent strats for these 2 rings down the bottom, so let's see if Red's got a solution. Oh, missing the jump again. And Jeff in the same area, just testing his work against the thing. A little stutter there, but it seems to be good. And picks up the last ring and all good. Yeah, that seems to be pretty good on him. Red finally making the lizard plunge. Grabbing that Flame Quartz plus one, and the enemy did not wake up afterwards. That's really good. I'm pretty sure that's not entirely luck. I think it is a, you have to move in a certain pathing. You have to have good pathing, but really good that he's found that, so maybe a consistent strat has been found. Jeff might be a bit in trouble here. Jeff starting his run. Let's go. First run from Jeff. He's got just under 2 hours here to produce a run for us. But it's always good to start a run early in case things go a lot worse than you thought they would. Even in testing, you can realize that things don't actually work out too well, or something's a little bit more more risky than you realized it was in testing. So obviously Jeff picking up starting with the Explorer to start with a ring, and obviously picking up the life ring as his gift. 2 to start, really easy. You see he's not killing the ogre. He might come back for it for stone ring, as we've seen other runners do. Silo's 20 minutes in. He's got to be close to finishing now. His last run was 27 minutes. Let's see where he's on. 14. That looked like 20. He's only got 5 left. It looks like. And Pseudo seems like he's got his rings locked in there on the top right. So maybe he'll be starting a run pretty soon. Jeff joining the Covenant for the Covenant ring, and then killing the poor Covenant dude for the Ring of Steel Protection. And we see Red taking out Pate. We'll see if he ends up using Pate's spear again. That was an interesting choice. I'm not sure if it is the best, but we'll see. Maybe he has come up with a solution for it, or he's changed to a different weapon. Obviously, a lot of people are using the rapier because it tends to be the best weapon for most situations. I'll wait till Silo has finished his run, and then we'll bring him in to talk about how he feels about his optimizations. He's got to be pretty close now. Red going in to grab the health ring, Ring of the Living? Life ring, sorry. Ring of the Living in, am I thinking of a different... I'm thinking of a wrong ring. Never mind. Tiny Being's ring is the one in Dark Souls 1. And Pseudo getting decimated by the same guys hiding life ring. You see Silo successfully getting Giant Lord jump. And I'm pretty sure he's close to done now. Jeff resetting his first run. Unfortunate for him. Yeah. There is a spicy final relay coming up that Lich and a few other runners are pretty nervous for. A lot of pride and is on the line here. Become comfy, you're gonna do great. Again, lots of positivity from the DS2 community, gotta love it. Jeff taking a little bit of time to buy his to set his character up. I guess the muscle memory just isn't quite there yet. And Red getting through Bastille. And Silo gonna pick up the last 3 rings, I think that is. Is he done? Maybe a couple more he needs from Shaded Woods, but he is close. He's got 3 minutes to PB. And more testing from Pseudo to try and get this life ring here. And this is what happens when you don't have a save state, obviously. You are kind of just, you just kind of have to go through the movement. A save state makes it a bit more realistic. And Pseudo trying to, maybe dropping the life ring here, like not going for it because of how difficult that's, how much bullying he just received from the previous attempt. It's a secret, but it's the first. Lich leading us off in the relay. Gonna be pretty cool. Getting the pretty large swath of the community to do a relay. Gonna be quite fun. I hope you stick around for it. And Silo grabbing red tier stone. He's got 1 minute and 40 seconds if he wants to PB here. And sacrifices for the relay. Typo, yep. Makes sense. So, Red picking up the bonfire before Dragon Riders. Interesting. Not sure if that is really worth it. Most of the time you don't have to worry about it. Silo picking up Clo +1. He's got to be close to done now. There are 2 more rings in this foggy area, which obviously all the runners have utilized to try and boost their ring count. And that is time by Silo. Let's bring him in, see what he thinks. Silo, congrats on the PB.
Okay, so I need to check something. Did I ascetic there? Because if I didn't, then I have a free starting gift available. And I'm thinking I might lose the rapier, but I kind of want it. Thank you for the congratulations.
Not
Okay,
at
so
all?
I did all that without ever using my seed. That gives me a starting gift to play with.
Oh,
So maybe I could like start with the life ring and avoid that stupid room with the hollows.
yeah, that definitely saves some time. We've seen a couple runners have some trouble with that room for sure.
Yeah, because I think for the most part I can get by with just a +0 dagger if I don't do that. I think that's actually the play. I'm thinking of this to start dying out. So, how are other people's times? Have they finished runs? Are they
You are
stopping me yet?
yet to
Perhaps
finish.
you've
Everyone
seen
else is yet to finish a run.
Maybe
You are
in a dream.
not only first but second as well.
Really? I am a little surprised because
Yeah, I mean, there's still time.
rings in forest.
They've
But-
got like
They've got different flows than I do.
they've got
My
different
big problem
flows
is
they've
that
been
my
testing.
movement is just bad.
Yeah, Pseudo looks like he's starting his first run, which is pretty cool. And
Yeah.
Jeff is also about 5 minutes into his first run, so we will start to
I-
see times fall.
I would like to see how much our routes diverge or converge for that matter to see what kind of solutions people come up with.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to see how people have tackled different and the same problems. Obviously, it's been quite interesting to see different people's solution to collecting rings. I've got to say you've done really well trying to staying pretty solid, not having any major deaths or anything, trying to collect a ring.
Yeah, the thing I've been waffling about is whether or not to go for the rings in the Salamander Pit, particularly the Flame Quartz +1, because that is just a really shit ring to get. I think I can get the what is it, the Hawk ring, but I die
Right.
for it. And the question is, when do I lose those souls?
Yeah.
Like that's the real question. Because if I can do that, it's definitely one of the faster rings to get.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely one of the fast rings to get. A few people have a thought about using and are like currently trying to test using those two rings. Gotta be careful though, because that is a dangerous area for sure. It's quite easy. A lot of people are having trouble with it.
I'm really liking that strategy of walking up with the resin and the dagger against to get the stun ring. I don't feel like that's too slow. I feel like
It's an interesting one for sure. I kind of like it. Going straight back and getting it done. Don't have to warp. Could be the strat for sure.
I actually developed that strategy when I was doing No Death, No Bonfire, all bosses plus DLC, and I was really happy with the result.
Interesting. So some previous knowledge coming back to help. Good to hear.
Yeah. I'd like to get under 25 minutes. I would really like that. I think under 25 minutes, and I can potentially get third place. That's my goal here. Pseudo's really the guy to beat, I feel like, though.
Pseudo, I've told everyone your time, and Pseudo seems to be aiming for around 25 minutes, but he says it's a pretty solid time, so I think you've got a good running so far. And yeah, good luck on the continued runs.
Thank you. I'm gonna keep filling with it, try to get a little bit more optimization here.
Nice, let's go. Okay, so as we can see, Silo doing some pretty good stuff. And obviously still staying in the lead with that current best time. Getting a small PB, but a PB nonetheless. And we see all the other runners now finally trying to do attempts and getting into it now. Could get the quartz ring from Rosie. He's already getting the quartz ring from Rosie, but there is a flame quartz +1, which does count as a unique ring, in the Salamander Pit. Unfortunately, it is quite difficult to grab due to the Salamander being right next to it, but there's been a couple different solutions that people have come up with for it, so maybe he will switch, maybe he'll try and get it. Obviously, we've heard from Jeff that if as Silo said, he was worried about when you're losing the souls, but as Jeff said, if you do it right at the very end, you don't have to worry about losing the souls. So sounds like maybe the Silo might come to the same realization. We'll have to see. Again, for those who are just coming in now, this is a routing showcase for a category that none of the runners had heard of until 10 minutes before we went live. The route is to collect 25 unique rings and obviously stop the timer once you've got 25 rings. And it's all about just routing and testing and showing how runners prepare for a run and how they get used to the muscle memory and different things like that. We've got past the major routing and testing phase now, and all the runners are currently attempting to try and submit a time, and the fastest submitted time before the 3-hour estimate is up will be the winner. Getting a little bit of a lag from 2Red. Hopefully he is okay. Pseudo fighting Last Giant. Jeff going to Shaded Woods. And Silo going to Dragon Rider to kill Dragon Rider and grab the Ring of Binding. Unfortunate death there from Silo. Bit of a incorrect there to grab that. Red looking a little choppy. Hope he's okay. Okay. So yeah, things are progressing here. We can seeing Pseudo and Jeff's routes coming together now is pretty important to see how much that testing and routing phase really pays off for them. As we heard, Pseudo is thinking of about 25 minutes he's aiming for, and Jeff says he can easily beat 27, so maybe he's thinking about the same. And we see that testing there from Pseudo paying off, grabbing the ring immediately, and exiting without any issues. Not going for life ring, as he realized that that was way too much work. And yeah, all runners are off. Yep. Jeff gonna try and get all 3 rings in Shaded Woods. Hopefully they will go okay. We don't see a Forlorn invasion, which is obviously going to make things a lot easier. Red going into the Last Giant fight. Obviously Pseudo killing Pursuer there for the Ring of Blades, and he kills him in his arena instead of going for quick kill, because quick kill wouldn't give him the 17k souls. Obviously he could try going for the 17k glitch, but it is unlikely to be very successful. Jeff quite confidently getting all 3 rings in Shaded Woods. Seems to be progressing quite quickly. And yeah, let's talk to some of the runners. Let's see how they feel. Hey Jeff, how's it going?
Hello. You talk to me in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, no worries. We'll give him a 2-minute break and go talk to Pseudo instead. Hey Pseudo, how's it going?
So, we're still in the fine details phase.
Yeah, yeah. But starting a run off at least to get an idea of the rough time.
Yeah, just get an idea of soul count really.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Of course.
And yeah, and I'll see how bad this first run is.
No worries at all. Obviously, pretty good idea to kill Pursuer in his arena to get the 17k souls.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing 17k at some point, but I'm not going to do that till I've finished a couple of runs.
Yeah, of course. You don't want to.
I think it is the more optimal route. Honestly, I think killing Last Giant is probably not worth, but there's a lot of different routing to consider if you're going to go down that route. For now, I'm just going to get something on the board, you know, and then we'll see how much time I've got left.
Yeah, of course. Right. I'll just leave you for a sec, and we might come back.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, is that
There we
all
go.
25? Wow.
Yeah.
That is
14:57.
impressive.
I don't know what the second fastest is, but I'm pretty chuffed with that, to be honest. That was better than I was expecting to get this soon.
That is very impressive time. The current second time is Silo. He did get a little PB, but not by much. He's still 27.
Oh, so Red and Pseudo still haven't finished one?
They have not finished runs yet, no.
Okay, interesting.
That is a very impressive time, though, for sure.
I don't know how much further I can push this down with this route. That was really good, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I guess I'll do some more, see if I can shave more time off. I can't even think of any like dangerous strats to go for that would save time.
Okay.
How long's left on the on like the 3-hour timer, by the way?
We've got like an hour and a half, so you've got plenty of time.
Oh wow, dang. Okay,
That
so we finish at
very
like.
impressive for a first run. That is incredible.
So we finish at like 7, right?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll bear that in mind. Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely something faster that the other runners will have found, but
Okay.
I'm pretty damn happy with that. I'm trying to think of any other rings that you could even go for. The only one I can think of is Clo plus 0, but that just seems... I don't know, maybe there's a ring I'm going for that's slower than Clo plus 0, but I don't think there is. Clo plus 0 does take a long time because you have the Pharaoh's Conception and the Iron Chest.
Yeah.
Then you've got to climb out.
Well, looks
I
like
might stop-
the testing has really paid off for you there.
Yeah, I might stop buffing for Pate. I don't know if that's actually faster,
Right.
but
Okay.
otherwise...
Well. Okay, like keep going. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm honestly very impressed. So. Good job. dude.
Alright, thanks Steve. No problem.
Thank you. Okay, Pseudo, we're back for a sec.
What's up?
Jeff has done a very impressive first run of 14:57.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That seems quite fast.
it is pretty fast, yeah. Pretty impressive.
Alright, 14:57. Thank you for the update. It's,
Yeah. How are you feeling? Do you think
Yeah.
it's doable?
Not with this route. I mean, it probably is just, but doesn't feel like it right now.
Alright, well, good luck. You
shall
know what
see.
time to beat now.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to beat for sure.
Yeah. Right, good luck.
Thank you.
We'll go talk to Red. We haven't caught up with him in a while. He's about, I would say halfway through the run, but who knows? He could be 2 minutes away from finishing. Red, how are you doing?
I don't know. If I get sub half an hour, I'm happy.
Yeah, of course, no worries.
Aw.
How do you feel the route is coming along? Do you think you've got an idea now?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
I'm not entirely sure how the souls will work out, so I'll figure it out when I get there.
Yeah, souls
Aw.
have been a problem for a lot of runners, honestly. So I don't think that's a worry too much.
Yeah, I think I increased the speed by a few minutes, but I was super slow anyway, so let's see.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. I did want to let you know that Jeff has finished his first run with an impressive 14:57.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
No,
No
no,
chance.
no competitive spirit there.
No, I don't even know how to begin to get to these times. Like, I don't know. Let him do this. He did some insane routing probably.
Yeah, he did. He
Then-
spent. He did spend like a full hour without even doing a run. So, does make a big difference for sure. And yeah, I mean, I've got to say your strat for the 2 rings in the salamander pit is really, really impressive. Like, I don't think any other runner is doing it as consistently as you are.
I am surprised as well, honestly. It's just because I remember for the ring bounty we did, or you had up. I tried the exact same thing and it never worked. I'm like, so I gave up on ring bounty, but now it just works. Life. Alright, I'll take it.
Nice, cool. Well, hopefully the luck continues, and I hope you get some good runs.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so not so much confidence from Red there, but hopefully he will be getting some more good luck as he goes. Pseudo also kind of not worried, but maybe cautious about whether he'll be able to surpass Jeff's pretty impressive run. And maybe Jeff is right. Maybe the Clo plus 0 is just a little bit too slow, and all the other runners seem to be going for it. So maybe that is where they're losing quite a bit of time because of the Faris contraption. So Silo obviously on his way down to Dragon Rider again. Red has bought his rings from the cat, and Pseudo is grabbing the Ring of Restoration. Not going for the jump. He's obviously decided that's probably not worth it, especially if you're going to kill Last Giant anyway. Doing the same pathing as Jeff here, going down the side. Oh, but an unfortunate death there. To get smacked by 2 fireballs from the lizard. As you can see, Jeff is testing what he probably thinks is the least optimal point of his run, trying to get the torque on Rosabeth working. And Pseudo going down the pit, going through the salamander pit, trying to survive. Successfully picking it up just before death, so congrats to Pseudo there. Red got both his the rings he wanted in the gutter, in the pit, so he will be moving off now to grab a couple more. And Silo obviously grabbing his thing. 25 rings for Pseudo, 1842. Pseudo, congrats on the run. How are we feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely save like a minimum of 2 minutes, probably 3 minutes off it. I don't know about 4 minutes is the issue.
Right, okay.
But it's yeah, we'll give it another go. It's a time on the boards.
It is a time on the board. You are currently
take it.
second place.
yeah, I mean, for halfway into the run,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of I think I'm probably going to try and get a decent run of this just to get a better feel for whether I need to reroute some stuff, and I need to probably do some timing on which rings are like taking me a while type stuff.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's any slow
For
ones,
sure.
but I feel like there are, but yeah, it's difficult option.
Yeah, there's a lot to consider. There's a lot of testing.
But well, yeah, I mean, I'm reasonably happy with that for the first run. At least I remembered where the rings were. So that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, of course. And you got plenty of time. You still got like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So we'll get a 15-minute run, and then I'll think about it. Whether it's better to spend my time optimizing the run or rerouting, I guess.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll
Well,
count.
nice PB and good luck on the further attempts.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, Pseudo seems pretty confident that he can take this down to about a 15. Getting below 15 as Jeff did is going to be tricky for sure, but I'm sure Pseudo will find some ways. He was talking about doing the 17k glitch earlier, so maybe that's what he needs to push it down. Red here going for the Sentinels fight again, which we don't see from our other runners. So perhaps a slight misrouting here. But he is going for it. He got his rapier with Brightbug and resin. And that's a much better damage than what he was having before. That with the Pike's spear. And you can see Jeff just testing this Rosabeth room constantly to try and get an idea of what he needs to do, what's the timings for the prompts, and when he can, how much time he can optimize in this section. Grabbing all 3 rings. He is getting cursed, but not quite. Didn't get petrified. And the door opens. That was pretty quick. Could have done it a little bit faster, but with that frog, that basilisk right there, trying to petrify him, pretty difficult. Looks like Red is going for the Belfry Luna, going for the Covenant ring and possibly the blue Tearstone ring as well. And yeah, doing that jump so he can not have to deal with the Covenant's joining animation. This is in the chest is the blue Tearstone ring. That's another one. He won't be able to leave because he has been invaded. I don't know if he's noticed. Doesn't look like he has. But yeah, the suicide is committed. Pseudo having some trouble here with his +0 dagger not helping him out here during the fight with the hollows. And we will see how it goes. Red is back. He has got his souls back. Going back to Majula. I'm not sure how many he has left. He has 4 minutes if you would like to get 3rd place and beat Silo's current time. But Silo looks like he's on pretty good pace. And Jeff still testing. He's got plenty of time with a nice solid 4-minute lead in terms of the standings right now. And again, you see Silo going for the Clo +0, which Jeff doubted was fast, so maybe this is where some of our other runners are losing a bit of time here. Because this metal chest is very slow indeed. Red having a little trouble here. Doesn't have any skulls. Maybe he should have thought about that with the cat. With talking to the cat. I'm assuming he has already bought the rings from Rosebeth. And he will be going off to Shaded Woods to grab the last few. Right, Jeff trying out his method, killing Pate without the resin. Pseudo actually doing the same with his axe. Yes, and the goal is to collect 25 rings. None of the runners were told about the category before the run, and it's all about them testing, routing, and seeing how a speedrunner uses their knowledge of the game to try and get the quickest time. At the moment, the quickest time is held by Jeff with a 14:57. Second is Pseudo with a 18:42. And lastly, so far, is Silo with a 27:23. Red is yet to finish a run, but he is close to finishing at the moment. And we'll see how things go. So Jeff getting some practice in, testing these little sections where he really thought could have been slightly more optimized. And going for some risky strats here, trying to go for the fog door without baiting the attacks properly. And yeah, we seem to be going along. Jeff using his save states and to test all sorts of sections. Obviously, everyone is allowed to use the practice tools that we have. Meta obviously being the main one, created by Pseudo. Does Pseudo not do quick kill, or did he fail it, or is it a poor person's issue? It's definitely a poor man's issue. He wants those 17k souls for sure. He has spoken about whether he will actually go for true 17k, but he's not sure if it's worth it just for now. Obviously, pretty hard to judge, because you do not want to spend lots of time just resetting to 17k, even if it is at the start of the run. So all runners have just over 75 minutes or an hour 15 to submit their runs. And it looks like Red's coming to the end of his first run. Don't know how many runs he has left. That looks like 24. He's missing one. I think that was 23. No, that looks like 24 to me. So he's missing one somewhere. Failing pit drop. Feels bad for Pseudo. Let's go talk to Red, see what he's forgetting. Red, have you forgotten one?
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
I re-changed which rings I go for like 6 times the last 30 minutes, so I might have rationed one too many away.
Right.
I don't know, I guess I'll get Stone Ring and be done. So
Cool.
playing a big spawn for that, but...
And how are you thinking about the run after this? What are you thinking of optimizing, or do you remember which ring you've forgotten that you could like pick up quickly next time?
Not right now. I'll have to like... It's the right path?
Okay.
No, it's the right path. I have to recheck what I did, what I maybe forgot, and count my rings again. Sure, I
Yes,
get
of
to 5.
No worries at all. But no, you should be fine. You've got plenty of time. Still got like an hour 15.
Yeah, I think I can push this by like, I don't know, I think like 24 should be doable. But a lot of
Cool.
mistakes at it, like going back, going forward, whatever.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So yeah, let's see.
Okay. I like the confidence. Keep it up. You still got time. Okay. That's the leaderboard for those who were wondering. Jeff with a really impressive first run of 1757. Pseudo in second with a 1842. And Silo, who's currently on his third run with a current PB of 2723. Red's Red's forgetfulness has cost him third place, unfortunately. But as he said he can drop this down by quite a few minutes, so I'm sure he will be fine later on. Routing the best Dark Souls. Indeed, indeed. We love Dark Souls too. Jeff, starting off another run, thinks that he has got those sections smoothed out a little bit more, and is really going for the final. A new run to really put home the game for him. Dibs, are you a bot? What do you mean? I love Dark Souls 2. We're definitely not brainwashed into just repeating it every time someone says we love Dark Souls 2. Red, getting his 32-15. Let's put it on the board. And obviously he will have to go back to the drawing board for a little bit, figure out which ring he had forgotten, and it will be fine. This is not an Elden Ring stream. True. Elden Ring is secretly just Dark Souls 2 too, for sure. Lots of love for DS2 in the chat. Much love indeed. And we are seeing Pseudo. I think Pseudo's finishing off his run here. And we will And Silo is also getting close to finishing off his run. I believe his last ring is the last ring of Jaded Woods. So he might be having a pretty big PB here. Oh, an unfortunate death for Pseudo there. All the way back in Majula. And he's off. He's leaving. That is going to probably be the end of that attempt. He will have to go again. And yeah, all runners are going. We'll see Pseudo now doing the what seems to be the optimal strat here of grabbing both the Hawk Ring and Flame Quartz +1. Really confident there. And obviously being the last ring, or I believe it's the last ring. Oh, 1546 it looks like. Hey, Pseudo. Obviously unfortunate in Shaded Woods there, but that's pretty good.
I mean, still not really as fast as I would have liked. Yeah, Shaded Woods is very unfortunate. I mean, I hit the tree, 2 trees, they just, I don't know. Didn't feel like it. So
yeah, those ghosts can always mess you around for sure.
I feel like Shaded Woods is too far away, but I'm not sure where I can get the rest of the rounds. So still thinking about that. It does feel like a very long run to get there. So I don't know.
I wouldn't worry too much. I don't think there's too many others you could grab.
Yeah, well, I can get Stone Ring, and which on its own isn't that much of a. So it's quite a long ring, it's like 40 seconds. But if I can cut out the run from Roosevelt, I'll save that time. And I can get a life protection in the Gulch and the Gutter, which I can get in about 20 seconds, 25 seconds. That'd be 2, right. And I only need to avoid 4, but then I don't know about the other 2 yet. So yeah, not sure. Thinking about it, but. This feels like a very long run, that part. RTSR especially feels horribly slow.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, if I'm going that far, it's not that slow, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm assuming this is just testing, because you haven't started your timer?
Yeah, I forgot.
Alright, okay. Just, the chat is asking me to let you know.
I just booked it now. It's fine. 2 minutes, my life dead. Okay, so
it's alright, you still got like an hour and 5 minutes, you're good.
Yeah, try and get a decent round, but yeah, it's going to be hard to beat that 14:57. I think this route can probably bottom out around that time.
It was a very impressive run from Jeff, for sure.
Yeah. I assume he hasn't beaten it yet.
No, not yet, but he is 7 minutes into his next run, so we'll have to see.
Monkadoo. 13-minute running, can we?
Right. Well, keep it going. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Again. Thanks.
Oh, nice, Suda.
I might crash the game here. I think if you quit out during character creation, it gets really mad at you. There's 4 rings and sugar bits.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here.
You seem to be okay.
Yep. Doesn't seem too mad at me, thankfully. So.
Alright.
Alright, so
let's go. Jeff's Rosabeth unpetrified time was 10:40, but I don't know if it's the same routing. Okay, that's a definitely useful point to use as a reference for sure. I believe this. So this is. Did he go for Covetous Silver Serpent on the last run? I don't remember him doing this, so this might be a new route. Maybe he's thought of skipping another one that he thinks is a little bit slower. I would like to ask chat, do you want me to offer a hint to the runners, or do you think they should just like keep going as they are? I'm not sure how much they can change their routing within the hour, but maybe it would be useful. Keep going. I think they're on a good track. Yeah, that's fair enough. I definitely agree with that. I think Pseudo for sure has got a really good... He's got close enough that he can bottom out into that high 14 territory. And I think Red and Silo are both happily racing each other, which will be quite fun to see. So we're coming up to just 1 hour left for our runners here. They will soon get to the point where they will not be able to do another run, which is obviously why they are not routing anymore, not trying to Google anything. They are just fully on just trying to optimize their movement, optimize the strats that they're using. And we see Silo this time not going for Dragon Rider. So maybe he has considered dropping Ringer Binding, which obviously none of the other runners seem to be going for, so this might be the more optimal route for him. And coming up on that 10:40 Rosabeth Petrify time. And looks like Jeff is ahead by about 15 seconds here. That is gonna be... So if it's the exact same route, on pace for a 14:42, which will be a whole 4 minutes exactly ahead of Pseudo's current PB. So pretty impressive that he's been able to really lock in and get the rings that he needs. And that practice and that Rosabeth section was pretty optimal as well, actually getting to the door before it had fully opened. So that practice really paid off for him, and I think he's going to get a pretty nice time here. We might even see like sub 14:30, something along those lines. Yeah, and Jeff already on the way to RTSR at the same time he unpetrified on his last PB. So this is going to be pretty impressive. Silo here going for getting a bit trolled in the Lynch's room. Oh, and he is going for those 2 rings in the Salamander Pit, so let's hope he can get those fine. Goes for Hawk Ring. Did not go for the... Okay, he's coming back for Flame Quartz +1. Does he get it? Oh, and he does the quit out strat. Nice. I spoke about that at the start of this 3-hour set. And that's a pretty good way to like disable the AI and be able to open that chest pretty safely. Hopefully. Let's see if he got it correctly. Oh, he is able to pick it up though. Takes a death, but that's fine. He only lost 90 souls, I think, so not really a big issue. Dudo picking up Clo +1. That's a good segment for Jeff, yeah. All he needs now is... Is it just the 2 from the Salamander Pit? This could be a huge PB. And this might seal the whole event. Oh, he needs Ring of Restoration as well. So he's got 1 minute to grab the last 2 rings. Should be easily done. Red doing bomb wall. Silo is going over to Covenant. He missed it. And that is a reset from Jeff. Ooh. It's okay, he's still got an hour. But that is unfortunate. Jeff. No.
Yo, yo, yo. Oh my god.
It's alright, you still got an hour. You still got an hour.
Oh, it's fine. Has anyone beaten me yet?
No, Studo had a run that was about 15 pace, but he unfortunately took a death in Shaded Woods.
Not sub 15 pace.
No, not sub 15, not yet.
Easy
He
peasy.
feels like he could get a sub 15, but it's going to be really pushing it, so I think you might have the optimal route here.
Let's go. Easy peasy. Yeah, I think I can definitely shave a few. I think I was on pace to shave like 20
about
seconds
30
off
seconds
there or
off
something.
there, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna practice that drop now, I guess. Dang.
Yeah. I mean, the other practice you did for like the Rosabeth room really paid off, so
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's just like dialing it in now and you've really got it.
Oh, I'm so annoyed. Okay, if I'd got that run, I would have been so bored for the next hour. It's fine.
Ah. If you don't want to run anymore, you can always come into combat.
No, it's cool. I'm gonna get a better time just to guarantee the win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, based on what you've told me, I think I'm confident my route's better than Pseudo, but Pseudo's just so good at playing, he might beat me with a worse route, so...
that is
be
true,
careful.
he is pretty impressive. I will say that you have got at least 1 ring difference. So,
Interesting.
it is definitely a slightly different route.
Yeah, okay, right. I need to practice this drop.
Well, good luck with that.
I'm curious
and
which one. Yeah.
I'm sure
Thank you.
will.
Thank you, dude.
Let's see you get the win, dude.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, hype coming in from Jeff, really happy. Unironically a hard drop. Yeah, I mean, that collision is not particularly square that you can just land on. And obviously the lizard is shooting at you as well the whole time, so... Not something to scoff at, for sure. Ring of binding tech from Silo. Yep, he's been doing that since the start. He's been on it, for sure. And yeah, Red's going as well. Pseudo's grabbing his rings in the pits, and let's see whether he decides to go for that ring of Soul Protect. Doesn't look like it. Going back up to Majula here. Got an audio delay on Red's stream. That's fine. Thank you for letting me know. I'll just ping tech people. Yeah. And they're all going. Pseudo hopefully won't get trolled in Hopefully Pseudo will not get trolled in Shaded Woods like he did last time and be able to finish a run, and we'll get an idea of how far off. So let's see how he does. Obviously talking to Rosabeth while the door is opening for that optimal optimization. Got a refresh on Red's stream to hopefully fix that audio issue. And Red having some trouble with the nest here. There we go. Looks like that audio issue was fixed. Thank you, tech people. And yeah, getting on with it. Red getting a little bit trolled by the pursuer here. And the death. That is costly. That is 45,000 souls. Is he gonna go back or is he just gonna reset? He doesn't have a lot of time here. Only 55 minutes left. He is going back. He took the bonfire, pretty smart. Not going full speed here in order to stay safe and get runs done, which is obviously very important. Silo killing Pate here for the Ring of Thorns. And Jeff just really practicing that drop, making sure he does not mess it up again like he did before. And obviously grabbing fire quartz ring +1. Nice. Silo picking up Floranthy +0. The ring that Jeff really wasn't sure is worth it, and it doesn't seem to be. Was on, if it's the same route. So was Pseudo 16 seconds ahead or behind? I wasn't really paying attention, sorry. Ahead, Pseudo was 10-4. Okay. So Pseudo might be ahead here. But yeah, he seemed to have a bit of trouble within Shaded Woods. Yeah, doesn't have a lot of time here to get the PB. We saw it took Jeff about 1 minute to get the last 3 rings. But maybe Pseudo can do it. So yeah, it's, Jeff was picking up this item a whole minute ahead of where Pseudo is now, so. Definitely the possibility is there, but needs to be careful. Takes a fireball, but seems to be okay. And the grab of the fire quartz ring +1 will get it done. And a 15:29 for Pseudo. Let's bring him in and see what he thinks. Hey, Pseudo. Pretty good run.
Right. I'm just gonna check I actually have the rings.
Obviously very important.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't actually a very good run, but needs a bit of testing. But yeah, I can definitely beat Jeff's current time for sure. Yeah, it's all there. It's all there, I promise. 26, you can include the extra thing that I didn't need. Lunch gives 900 souls. Can I do it with 2 schools? I don't think so. There's a few things I want to like mess around with that I maybe do better.
A stroke of luck came on as Jeff died to the drop into the salamander pit on about 30 seconds ahead pace.
Oh, really?
So,
yeah, it's definitely beatable, but it's
got some time, but he is gonna catch up. He is gonna push that lead even further at some point.
Yeah, that's okay. We've still got actually not that much time, but there we go.
Yep, 50 minutes.
Maybe that's a save file. Don't really have a good save file.
Save filing obviously very important.
This kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oof.
Right.
Yeah.
You're clear in second place, that's for sure. But it's just a case of trying to wrangle Jeff back in.
Yeah. We'll see. Hey, you set a good time. That's good stuff.
Yeah, you did really, really well. All right. Good luck on future testing.
Thank you.
Yeah, how's it going? Any words? Okay, we'll leave Jeff for a bit. I don't know whether he's got his audio off or maybe he's gone into like full full running mode, full concentration. But he is starting a new run off now. Had a few hiccups after his always finds more to test even at the wire. Yeah, I mean the run is only 15 minutes long obviously, so he has time. Jeff was obviously testing this room quite a lot after his 1457, so Pseudo has identified that this is the room where you can save quite a bit of time. And yeah, just using that knowledge, using that being calm and just trying to get it done. Trying to shave off where he can. Zed splicing, yeah. Red's splicing a little bit, but we'll leave him to it, it's alright. Let's bring in Silo to see how he feels. Silo, how's it going?
Doing pretty good. I feel good about that 23-minute and change PB I got. Pretty
yeah,
good.
that was really, really good. That gets you into clear 3rd place.
Let's go! 3rd place!
Red is struggle busting a little bit. He's got a 30-minute PB at the moment.
Unfortunate. As long as I'm not last place, I'm pretty happy. I managed to get the salamander pit this time, so I want to see if this is any faster. Although it's looking like it's not. Probably
right, okay.
Corpse. Yeah. How's everybody else doing other than Red? Pseudo chugging along?
So Jeff for his very first run put up just an absolutely incredible time of 14:57.
Holy shit! What is
yeah? And Pseudo's catching up ever so slightly. His first run was like 18 minutes, and now he has a 15:30ish.
Alright, these
So-
guys are not doing Dragon Rider cheese. There's no way they're walking over that far with that kind of a time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give you any hints, but
Oh, no, I know.
that is a long walk, not gonna lie.
Yeah, because yeah, that's just such a fast time. I feel pretty good about this, though. Like, I feel like this is pretty comfortable for me.
Yeah,
The problem is that my menuing is just movement is slow. It's just gonna be like that.
Yeah, well, we still got 45 minutes, so if you want to take a few minutes to test before your last run, obviously, if you're going to do one after this, you've got a little bit of time to do that. And obviously, don't leave it too late if you want to have a couple of quick resets at the start.
I'm relatively happy with that 29 or something I have. If I can beat that right now, that would be good. If not, I'd be pretty happy with that.
Yep, that's absolutely fine. If you want to call it and just submit your time, you just let me know and we can just bring you in and you can commentate for the rest of the run.
Yeah, let me grab these last 3 rings, if I can beat my PB, and then I'm probably going to call it there. I'm pretty satisfied.
Yeah, fair
with
enough.
this.
Cool.
My hands are getting sweaty anyways.
Welcome, Raiders. Thank you, Olsku, so much for the 128 raid. Welcome, everyone. We're coming up to the final few minutes of our routing showcase. All runners were issued the challenge of routing 25 rings as fast as possible. And they've had 3 hours to route, test, and eventually now run and submit runs. And the fastest they can get within the 3-hour time secret wins. So far, Jeff is in the lead with a very impressive 14:57. Pseudo coming in second at the moment with a slightly variation on the route, but he does think he could get fast enough time with 15:29 at the moment. And Silo getting a 23:29, but unfortunately has been unable to beat that just now, so we'll see if he wants to do one more run, or maybe he'll just call it there. And Red, he's having a bit of struggle at the back, but he's still doing some interesting routing, going all the way to Sentinels here. And showing off a bit more of the game. Okay, Silo has submitted his time. He's all good. Hey Silo, how's it going?
I want to see what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, of course. So, Silo's time at the moment is a 23:29. Pretty respectable run. I think it might end up being solid third place, as Red having a little bit of trouble with maybe unoptimal routing going all the way to Sentinels.
Okay.
Jeff and Pseudo basically have the same route, except for Pseudo is not going for the Covetous Silver Serpent +0 in Bastille, and instead going for the Chloranthe +0 in Forest of Fallen Giants. So that slight change in route has allowed Jeff to just be a little bit faster, but hopefully... But Pseudo's confident that he could possibly bring this through. So we're just watching the last few runs here, as the runners only have 40 minutes-ish to get this done. I'll bring Red in a sec once he's finish this run, but I'm sure he's not. Once he's finished this fight, I'm sure he's a little bit hectic to try and talk right now. And
I think I could have PB'd on that last one if I'd remembered to go back and murder that man in Majula. I was like, what? What's going on? What? But by the time I realized it, I'd already run super far into Forest Fallen Giants, or Shaded Ruins.
yeah.
It's like, eh. Mistakes.
Okay. So Jeff here going down the pit to grab the 2 rings. 9 minutes through, so I think he might be a little bit further behind than what he was. I can't tell. Getting the Ring of the Evil Eye, obviously, and then the Ashen Knuckle Ring. Pseudo has all bonfires unlocked, and it's quite difficult to figure out which one he needs.
Uh-oh.
And Jeff leaving the pit now. Going over to Rosabeth to grab those 3 rings. But I think he is a little bit further behind than his last attempt, which unfortunately died within the last minute of the run. Dying to the Salamander pit drop. And Silo, how do you feel about the route? How do you feel about the category?
I felt like it was a really good challenge. If I was a little more
Red
brave,
has finished.
I think if I was a little more brave and willing to just like not get weapons or levels and use the Dragon Rider souls on just more rings, I could have gotten a faster time. But I think I would have ended up dying fairly frequently and getting frustrated with that. So
Red, is that a nice PB, is it?
That is a PB. It's
25, 33, not bad.
Lost like 90 seconds on Sentinels, but
It happens, it happens.
I've never been knocked down before. First Sentinel, what is this?
I will say you've got 40 minutes left if you want to do another run. If you don't, that's obviously fine. You can just sit here and commentate for a bit.
I'm gonna do another one. I think I can improve.
You're gonna do another run? Well, Silo is the one to beat. He's got a 23:29. So you only need to get a 2-minute PB, which you've already just PB by like 5 minutes, so should be okay.
But,
how do you feel? You think you can get it done?
Maybe. I got
Maybe.
Giga unlucky in Sentinels. I can save a lot of time in this fight alone.
Right.
But I also got Giga lucky at Change Notes. Finding a chest so quickly. I would sure well find these chests as quickly again. I could easily lose a minute there searching the chest.
Yeah, the fog really messes you up. Right. Well, good luck. As I said, the time to beat is 23:39. So, good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
What do you think, Silo? You think he's gonna beat it?
no way! I got 3rd place.
No
in the bag.
way. 3rd
That's
place
the
in the
bag.
bag. Let's go, dude. 39 minutes left, so people have really got to get their runs done.
I feel like that run where I got 23:39 with the route I had was a good execution of it as far as my skills go. I'm comfortable with that. And as far as like completely revising the route at the last minute, I made my bed.
Yeah.
I'll lay in it.
I think it's been really good. Like, even when you guys aren't doing the same routes, and obviously you're getting different times due to the routing errors, it's good to see like some really decent runs from all of you, to be fair. So Pseudo and Jeff just doing a little bit of timing and testing before they probably do their final run here. Obviously not enough time for 2 anymore. Or actually, no, there is just enough time for 2, so... But probably not worth it. So we'll see if they can get it done. I wonder if Jeff can successfully go through any faster times. Had to leave for a moment. No first place, no faster first place, but Pseudo is only about 40 seconds behind with a 15:29 to Jeff's 14:57. I will write all these down in the chat in a sec. Silo got a nice big PB, getting 23:29, and Red also got a nice PB, 25:33. And Red has decided to just keep going and try and get into that third place slot. Silo is gonna call it, and is sitting with me commentating, taking some stress
I'm
off.
chilling. I think that was a good showing of mine.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
poor movement, but just that's just the difference between people that have run real categories and people that have not. Full humility here.
Yeah,
the practice shows their movement is just a lot cleaner than mine, so that's my skill level. I'm happy.
Yeah, I think you've done a really good job, and you've definitely showed off slightly different routing, which is quite fun. And also
is
having
anybody else doing the stun ring, or was that Mike's?
They were at the start. I think people have abandoned it.
They abandoned it. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Just seems about 40 seconds to go from the bonfire and get back, which was the faster way than trying to do it at the very start of the run, unfortunately for you.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, it depends on what weapon you can get, but a lot of them were trying it with a better weapon than just a +0 dagger.
Oh shit, man! I can't believe it. Can't believe other people came up with different strats. How dare they?
But yeah, it's been a pretty cool event. I hope everyone has enjoyed. We're just coming down to the last 35 minutes here. The runners really want to try and improve their time. Anything can happen at the top. Jeff could fumble the finish, as he has for the last 2 attempts now.
Rip Red, I hope he has the bonfire.
And Pseudo can possibly catch up here. He does think it's possible to get a sub 15 with his route, so would be cool to see. Red getting trolled a little bit there. Imagine killing a boss with a weak dagger type weapon. Getting a little bit of trolling here. A little bit of payback. Yeah.
I did roast Pigeon pretty bad out that. Much love, Pigeon. Uh-oh, Red had an epiphany. Oh, that's pretty smart by Jeff. Just killing this man with witching urns right at the start. I like that.
Yeah, Red had an epiphany. Ooh, possibly some new strats coming. Very exciting stuff. And yeah, it's been pretty impressive, to be fair. And we'll see Jeff and Pseudo going for it in Forest. You'll see how the routes are pretty similar. Other than
Yeah.
that, very slight deviation of just one ring making what seems to be quite a bit of difference, honestly.
Yeah, once you told me their times, I was like, I'm good. Like, I kind of wanted to see what their routes are at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Red had a similar thing. I said Jeff got a 15-minute time, and he just went, "Yeah, I'm not getting that." It is what it is. There are levels to this thing.
We'll see if Red dethrones me on my third place. We'll see.
Yeah.
If he does, more power to him.
Red has forgot to use the timer. I'll just go let him know. Oh,
I think he noticed, yeah.
I think he's noticed, yeah.
So Jeff's behind the club when Pseudo's behind the hand axe. Interesting.
Yeah. Like that's all slight deviation. Yeah, Jeff doing the Covenant dude early compared to Pseudo. Another slight deviation. It's quite interesting to see how the routes like slowly diverge. Again, using the witching urns to take out the NPCs that they need to. Oh. I think Pseudo might lose the souls here. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, he's good.
Oh no, he's good, he's good. And Jeff going down to fight the last giant as well, obviously.
Interesting. Murdering Melentia rather than talking to her once.
Well, it's also the souls, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. This is the classic Pseudo, I'm poor.
Yeah. So Pseudo only paid 5k instead of the required 10k for that.
I thought he bought the branch there, or was I just...
I'm not sure.
Because that's what I thought of later on. It's just like, I don't need bright bugs or anything. Let me just buy the branch. It's probably faster to buy it than to either do giant lore jump or anything else to get a branch.
Yeah.
Because
If
you
he's
need that
buying the
branch.
branch, why not talk? Surely talking to her is faster. I guess maybe he needs souls?
Maybe. I mean, Pseudo is poor. He keeps telling us.
Yeah, true. Just coming to the end here. 30 minutes left for the runners. Pseudo likes to kill fragile old ladies. Okay. Interesting.
I don't know if it's just the old ladies. Maybe it's the children and the men too.
Nice.
Are you?
And here Jeff is. We'll see the deviation here where Jeff has killed Solden too. Yeah. But Jeff is going to go to Bastille, whereas you can see Pseudo is just getting out of there straight away.
Oh, so he's not... Okay, yeah, so he's not going for that Silver Serpent. Okay.
Yeah, that's where the major deviation is. Pseudo has already got Chloranthy +0, and Jeff did not pick it up and is going to get the Silver Serpent Ring. But we'll see how things go now. Obviously, the talk. And buffing while talking. With Jeff obviously hiding in the hole to get rid of Pursuer, while Pseudo kills Solden. And they are, so they're at the same number of
rings.
rings now, and you can see that Pseudo is about 15 seconds behind as they both run to the cat. It's very crazy how the routes work out.
They have just enough money to buy all the rings, huh?
Yeah, looks like it.
I'll be around.
Ooh, Suda, are you short? Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
is wait. Is there? I can't tell what was the issue. Did he not buy one of the rings? Did he miss one?
Well, I thought he needed 6,000 to buy the rings from Rosie.
Jeff forgot a ring? Oh. Well, Jeff's got 25 minutes. We're not gonna disturb them, we're not gonna bring them into call. We'll just let them get it done. Drops too far down the pit. Ah, I see, I see. Well, Pseudo is further into the run. Whether he is ahead of Jeff's time, I don't think so. He has to, and he didn't have the souls to get the Ring of the Evil Eye, so he has to go kill the blacksmith here for the Ring of the Evil Eye. That is going to lose him a lot of time. So yes, I assume buying... I don't know actually, buying the branch? I don't know.
I think he just killed the blacksmith so he'd have 6K for Rosie.
Yeah, but that's why he buys the branch and still kills Militia, because he still needs souls.
Man, incredible poverty.
Yeah, it's
If
very,
only
very
they took
tight.
a giant time loss and killed Dragon Rider. If only.
True, yeah. So Jeff starting a new run here. Provided that Pseudo should be able to finish this one and start a new one. But it's going to be close. And Red has just reset. He's got 25 minutes. He could, if he gets a PB, he could be fine. But he's pressing continue, not new game. That's not a good start. Okay, he's resetting. That looks like a continue again. Is he testing something? What are we doing?
I think he's testing something.
He hasn't got much time to do testing if he wants to get a run done. So Fujo using the tools that we have to test if grabbing the Ring of Restoration might be a good idea. These items are not what he needs. I'm not sure what his plan is here. Meanwhile, Pseudo and the rest of them and Jeff are both into their runs here. Interesting that Jeff doesn't do the jump during the Join Covenant animation. Could save a tiny bit of time doing that. And gets interrupted, misses the Witching Urn, and that's a reset.
Pseudo managed to find the hardest to find chest in the game. I actually took that chest out of the route because I was spending too much time trying to find it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just get other rings. I will just get the other rings here.
Absolutely. A couple of people were having a lot of trouble with it.
Like,
I
I
think
cannot spend a
the
minute
first
looking
time
for it.
Pseudo tested, he got full-on invasion as well, which was even better.
Prices.
And that is all the rings in Shaded Woods. Off to the last 3 rings. Yep, he's got 3 more rings to do. They're in Forest of Fallen Giants, just the Ring of Restoration, the Hawk Ring, and the Fire Quartz +1. And we see Jeff has started his run. And Pseudo should have enough time to finish this one and start a new one. Because this is not going to be enough in order to beat Jeff's time here. He is getting a nice PB. I think a PB of about 30 seconds here.
Oh, I really like that pathing down to the Salmon bit that Sudas did. That's really nice.
So we'll see. Yep, a 15:03, just 6 seconds off Jeff's time. Let's have a talk to him. Hello, how are you? How do you feel?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I know what went wrong, but it's a shame. I bought 10 skulls, which I normally can't do, but I popped the last giant soul in a different place, which meant I could afford to buy 10 skulls. When I pressed up buy, I bought too many and then I didn't have enough souls for Rosabeth, which meant I then had to kill Leningrad, which cost me 20 seconds.
Well,
Very
at the
unfortunate.
same time you bought 10 skulls, Jeff dropped too far down the pit and missed the Ring of the Evil Eye, so... mistakes all around, but yours didn't cost the whole run.
It's tough.
You've got 6 seconds away from Jeff's time. Obviously, you've got the time saved, so... one last run,
Yeah.
you've got 20 minutes. Let's get it done, dude.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, but
Of course.
I'll try and finish one more run. We'll see. I feel like I probably will get memed somewhere. There's a lot of places you can reset, and unfortunately, I don't have enough time to do more than one more because I can definitely beat this. It's just going to be a case of whether I can do it this run or not.
Yeah, of course. Well, good luck. You can definitely beat it, so just get it done. You know, just do it. Best advice I can give.
Thank you, Nike. Red
has just started a new run. I think we're gonna have to let him know that he won't be able to finish, but we'll let him continue for a little bit. And yeah, obviously the runners are just going. Jeff and Pseudo on their way. I don't know if I'll have to check if Jeff actually kills Moglin. I don't know I don't think I remember him doing so. So this could just be a case of Pseudo's got a slightly worse route, but is just a better player, faster player. But because of the worst route, he doesn't have a lot of time saved. He doesn't have a lot of free time that he can actually make up. And he has to hope that Jeff makes another mistake late and won't be able to do another run. That's the hope for sure. So we'll have to see how things go. We're just coming to the final runs now. Final run for each player.
It's interesting. Red used the jump to get out of the Covenant joining animation, but he did not murder that man.
He did not murder him, yeah. I think it's little things like that. Maybe he didn't realize that you can kill him for the ring. Maybe he wants to do it. Maybe he'll do it later. But I mean, you've got the witching urns.
Yeah, and you'd have to walk back up there anyways.
How much
Feels
longer
like
left
such
on the
a waste.
timer?
You've got 17 minutes.
Okay, I'll do one more.
Okay, let's go, dude. 17 minutes. Jeff is gonna go for it. One last run. Taking it all the way down to the wire. Pretty impressive that Jeff managed to get that first run so good. It's been able to hold up Pseudo for all this time.
Very good
But-
performances from both of them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Pseudo getting this ladder and then getting hit afterwards, that's kind of annoying. Good of Jeff to obviously ask when timer was. I should have thought about that. But yeah, he's got time. He's got one last one. Let's get it done. Pseudo obviously on his way to Last Giant. Desperately in need of those souls.
Unfortunate for Red being bullied.
Damn.
No, he didn't get the bonfire either.
Okay. So Red obviously does not have enough time to do another run, so he will be bowing out. With still a respectable 25-minute run. That was our prediction, honestly, for this competition. The fact that these guys have managed to get down to 15 is very impressive.
Very impressive skills.
A good run. A very good run indeed. Kill me before I get to the bonfire. The welcome to Scholar of the First Sin, the definitive edition of Dark Souls 2, where they add double the enemies. You're happy to hop in VC, Red, if you would like to have a chat. We'll see what he does. I won't drag him in. It's up to him. And we've got Red and we got Jeff and Pseudo obviously on their very last run here. Pseudo going for the Clo +0. The representative of Fujo Nation to quickly say, let's freaking go! Absolutely. Yeah, we've had a great event, honestly, and we've got one last event, the relay. I'll join soon. No worries, Red, take your time. We have one last event, so do stick around. The final showcase, the relay, and I really hope you stay because it will be a fantastic showing of a good portion of the community, probably like most of the community, honestly. And yeah, I hope you will stick around and enjoy it.
Man, imagine not being selected for the relay. Gandrake, you're a fucking weeb.
Nice. So Jeff here entering thing. Let's see if he gets trolled in the same way Red does. There is obviously a lot of enemies running around, and they can be a real ass. Missing the prompt on Malincha, gonna lose him a couple seconds there. And getting a tagged. Getting the bonfire though. And Pseudo obviously doing his Solden. And yeah, doing the jump. As I said, I think it's a little bit faster than just letting you do the animation, which is what Jeff was doing. So these little optimizations are just gonna help you catch up just a little bit. Pseudo running down. Obviously, he will not make the same mistake of buying too many skulls here, because he does not want to make the same mistake as last time. Expert killing of Pate there from Jeff. And we are off. Does not die to the same thing now. Pseudo taking all the rings. Conservative estimate of skulls. And down the pit he goes with Cat Ring. Definitely ahead, I think. He only needs to save 6 seconds here. But Jeff might PB, so he wants to try and push that as far as he can. Bit of a sketchy situation there. Yeah, I think Pseudo is ahead by a little bit. Might be on first place pace here. Ash Knuckle is there? Yes, it is.
Always has been.
Always will be.
No, that would be disc
No,
chime
that's
as well.
disc chime. Dude, that's so free. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
actually. This is why routing and testing is important, Red.
I do find it pretty interesting that we all went for essentially the same rings with one or two
Yeah, of
different.
course. Yeah.
The difference between Jeff and Pseudo is really execution. I feel like just the
Yeah,
minor movement and stuff. They're both very, very fast, very optimal.
It is much a case of watching like much better runners. It's just literally a case of them. It looks like they're holding W harder. It is quite surprising. Time was 11:04. So that is quite a PB. I believe he's ahead of Just Time as well. Support Fujo. I agree. We should all support Fujo. So Jeff here going over to Lost Bastille. And I'll just quickly ask Tech something and then we'll be fine. Hey, Red.
You've left my solitary abode.
GG's, Red.
Oh,
Time.
that is a death for Jeff. That is the end for Jeff.
It's all down to Pseudo.
Hey, Jeff.
Hello.
We turn on the stream and you can watch Pseudo. I believe he's on pace to beat you, but it's very
He
close.
better not be. Oh man. Oh, what a stupid way to die. I did not
Yeah.
realise this show had a 3-hit combo.
Jeff, I do believe this has been one of the most unbalanced matchups possible.
I mean, me and
Yeah.
Pseudo apparently are pretty close.
Yeah, you've got you and Pseudo, who
he
are
is
quite
currently
good.
6 seconds behind you.
And
That's
then
good.
you've got Red and I, who are in the distant past.
His
Wait, is it
PB
like
is
he's
6
got
seconds
a run
behind
that?
you. No, his
man.
PB is
Oh,
6
he's-
seconds behind you, but he's
Oh, he's
ahead of
definitely-
PB.
He's definitely beating me then, isn't he? Oh, that's such a pain! Any one of the runs I'd had since that one would have been like 30 seconds faster.
Yeah.
Oh, what a ball ache.
You smoked me though.
Yeah. What
You did
Red
really
get?
well for your first run. That was insane, Jeff.
Oh, well, I outrouted him.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, what did-
The only difference between you and Pseudo was he picked up Clo plus 0 and you picked up Covetous Silver plus 0.
Oh, where does he get his branch then?
He buys it from Valencia.
Yeah, that's daft.
There you go. You heard it here first. Useless. No idea what Pseudo's on about. So
Oh, man.
this is the same pace that Jeff was on after his after the PB, the first run after his PB.
can't... Stream keeps buffering for me. Dang. Do I get
This
quality
is gonna
options?
be,
Oh, I do got
if
quality
he
options.
does not
let's go.
die to this fall, which Jeff unfortunately did, yeah. It's gonna be about a 1440 something.
Get blasted.
1440 something.
See if the lizard kills him.
I got... Did he get blasted? Not quite enough, I don't think.
Not quite enough, and that is going to be time.
1429.
You got to run.
1429.
Oh, this dude! No!
Insane.
No way. I think we should
Bring
have
him in.
stopped it really at 2 hours 50. That was really how long we should have had,
Of course.
in my opinion.
GG Pseudo, what a
GG, Pseudo.
nail biter, dude.
Can't believe this.
Fun
Yeah.
event. Fun event.
I don't know what route you're doing, Jeff.
He had the exact
it
same
seemed- it must have been
route
similar.
and rings as you, except
Oh, exactly
he
the same.
swapped Clo plus 0 for Covetous Silver plus 0.
Okay, that's I didn't actually time that difference. It's probably not that much different. Like per
No,
is like 25
it
seconds.
really wasn't that
Silver
much
Serpent,
difference.
I assume is about 25 seconds. I didn't do that one.
I
Yeah,
think.
but you get the branch.
Yeah, you get the branch. You'd have to buy the branch.
Ah. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. That would be very sensible.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Yeah, fair enough, Jeff. That's better for sure. I actually didn't need to kill Malentia. I could have just talked, but I wanted to be safe with an extra skull, and yeah, since I spent
Right.
12k, I was unsurprisingly.
Yeah, we were
quite
discussing whether you absolutely needed the souls or not for the extra.
poor. I just couldn't think
From
of a
killing
fast enough
Malentia.
branch. I forgot that other one came with a ring.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I forgot about it too until I picked up the ring, and I was like, "Yeah, that's my branch sorted." So,
Let's go.
yeah,
I
can't
entirely
take too
forgot I was
much
picking
credit.
up a branch there.
Oh yeah. Also, Jeff used.
This can definitely be
the
optimized more. Like
club
I'd be willing
and
to get
Pseudo
sub
used the
14 as
hand
possible.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Oh,
I can
club.
see it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it can't
Pseudo
be used
like
club
weapons.
versus axe was also a dancing route.
I mean, does that make
I-
much difference? I don't know.
Probably not. But
I feel like the
it
club
was...
must be better, but I don't know.
Yeah, possibly.
The axe wasn't bad actually. Surprisingly
I
good.
didn't really bother trusting it. No.
With like four swings and then a witching urn. So just every NPC basically got 4 swings to the head and a witching urn, and then just kept swinging. So it worked out quite well. Just like spreading my witching urns around 5
see.
different things.
Oh, I just all on Solden right at the start.
How did you kill him? Did you not start Explorer? You must have started Explorer.
Yeah, he used.
Yeah, I did.
he
I
used
started
witching
exploring. I
urn.
used 6
Yeah.
witching urns to kill
Oh,
Solden.
you could use 6 on him. Okay. Did you kill Morlan? No, because
Yeah.
you didn't need the
No.
souls because you didn't
He
spend
didn't
12
need the
kills.
souls.
I see. That's okay. That's quite a big time save.
So I just killed Solden and then used those souls to buy a weapon.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
probably a better route.
It resetting such a ball ache because you have like the first 2 minutes of the run just listening to him sit there chatting shit.
You
The
don't have NPCs
worst.
muted?
But
Yeah.
How
I
did
mean, even
well-
okay, like figuratively listening.
Yeah.
how did Silo and
uh,
Red get on? Did they have different
Si-
routes or the same route?
Yeah, Silo went down to to Dragon Rider and got Ring of Binding, and Red did went to
My routing was completely bullshit because I thought Ash Muckle with the where the disc chime is. I didn't want to do that jump, and I thought the Ring of
You know that
Restoration.
jump's like really easy, by the way.
No, it's not. The Ring of Restoration, I thought it's like at the.
It's not easy if you haven't practiced it, but with a 3-hour race,
I don't know.
yeah.
you can.
And,
practiced
You
that,
have,
it's still
you
not
have enough
easy.
time to do it more than once, and once you get the lineup, it's like super free.
yeah.
Also,
Also,
especially pickup dinos.
Red went down to Belfry Luna, which was quite interesting to see him fight
Yeah.
Sentinels
Because I
in a
missed
few
these
different
2
ways.
rings. I missed these 2 rings. Fuck these
Belfry
rings. I
Luna.
needed to ring.
You no, come on, you went to Belfry Luna?
Yeah, there are 2 rings there I didn't have.
Surely it'd be
It was
faster
quite-
just to go to Feldora and get the ones from Cromwell.
How do you get
Could
to
I
Feldora?
ask? Could I ask what was your like 6-minute epiphany that you had?
I really have the Ring of Restoration. It's just right around the corner, and then I can
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
Stone Ring without hitting all the bullshit to get a Rapier plus 5 and just skip all of that.
Yeah, trying to fight
don't need
Sentinels
to
takes
kill
a lot of
anything.
time.
Buying
I-
and
my
upgrading
fast
a weapon
either.
was way too slow. Honestly, I still feel like there's a few different routes. I reckon 17k start with Jeff's branch at thingy will be. Oh no, you can't get the branch if you do 17k. I'm trying to think
Yeah.
if you can skip Last Giant because there is that really shitty jump to Ring of Restoration. So if you did 17k into really shitty jump to Ring of Restoration, then pick up
I just
one
don't
extra
see it.
ring. You don't think because the jump to Restoration's like. Oh no, you still got to run around. Yeah.
And you still need
Can't do it
souls
from the
as
left
well.
side. You don't need that many souls though. I mean, I spent an extra 12k.
You're losing 12k from Last Giant, and
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. I think the branch might be more concerning.
Yeah,
branch
it
is a
works out
bit of a
really well
problem.
that Last Giant Pursuer is exactly the souls you need to buy all the rings from
Yeah.
Elizabeth and the Kurt.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
quite
It's
interesting
quite
how that
comfy.
worked out.
I really don't know how low this could go. It's not clear actually.
I
definitely
think
feel
sub
you can go sub
14s
14.
New
I think that's
category
definitely
extension
arcade
route.
mode.
Let's go.
Because I lost like 15 seconds to shitty menuing at the Last Giant Soul and stuff, and I think your route is probably another 10 seconds faster than that. So that put you down to 14:05. Then if you just YOLO'd the lizard at the end, you'd save another 5 seconds, which I was unwilling to
Yeah.
do.
Every run I was getting on after my first one was way faster. I was just kept
Yeah,
dying
you
to
were
stupid
about 30
bullshit.
seconds ahead on like every run.
What did you
The
die
one
to,
that
Jeff?
really annoyed me is so one thing that really pissed me off is I muscle memoried past the Ring of the Evil Eye.
Yeah,
That
someone else.
one killed my spirit.
Oh,
I got memed while buying stuff from Rosabeth.
Yeah,
I
okay.
bought all the rings and then they all cruddled around me, so I couldn't roll away. I was just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
caught in the corner,
yeah.
which was
And then
not
the death
fun.
to the
When did your last
drop.
one die, Jeff?
Oh, he died
My
to
last run-
Pursuer.
Because you started one with like 15
getting
minutes
the
to go, right?
CSS plus 0 and yeah,
Oh, to Pursuer. Oh,
it was
Yeah,
a Pursuer. Pursuer 2 when you get CSS.
yeah. You can.
He did
if
the
doesn't do shit attack,
triple
Yeah,
attack.
if he does the shit attack, you die. Or
Yeah.
if you can't afford to
No,
waste like
I
5 seconds.
didn't realize
which
he had
means you
an
can-
attack.
What, a
I
triple
didn't
attack
realize he
with a
had an
third
attack
one?
that would
we-
kill you from full health.
We are gonna call it there,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, lots
Yeah.
of discussion, lots of routing, but I hope everyone enjoyed. It was a very close match, and well done, everyone. It was just really, really good to see.
that was great
Yeah.
fun. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, guys. That was good. Yeah, enjoyed that a lot.